go for the jugular at every opportunity means that they're going to clash.
One of the reasons I think they hate each other is because they're exactly the same person, you know, driven by ego, which is why they're so successful.
I do think that Jose has managed to get under Conte's skin.
The rift between Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho is undoubtedly personal. I think it's safe to say that they hate each other, and I think that's good for the clash that's coming up. I think it's going to be really exciting, and I think we know for a fact that it's personal because of the insults traded.
I think Jose Mourinho probably made it personal because he got a response. And when you get a response to something, it's very easy to keep attacking, I think, isn't it? Because he got a bite, I think he went and hammered it home. And I think the two lines that he did drop, there's not really much coming back from them. They were pretty nuclear, weren't they?
Mourinho said two things that I think have rubbed Antonio Conte up the wrong way. One of them was where he spoke about behaving like a clown on the touchline.
I don't need to behave as a clown to show passion, that I control my emotions in a better way.
I think the real thing that drew Conte in with his clown on the touchline comment, it could have been picked up by anyone. It could have been aimed at Klopp, it could have been aimed at Pep, it could have been aimed at a number of different managers, including Conte.
To see himself in the past, maybe he was speaking about himself in the past.
He's not somebody who's very much of a yes sir or learns how to keep the comments to himself. He always needs to bite back. He always needs to show his anger. And that can cause problems because, you know, it's really annoying when you have this man that's constantly fighting back and sometimes, you know, to his own detriment.
I think Mourinho knew what he was doing there. I think he was referring to Antonio Conte's conduct. However, Mourinho spun it and said that he was talking about himself previously. I don't think he was. I think he was definitely referring to Conte. But I think Mourinho going for the jugular, there's certain things you don't do. And he's gone below the belt and he's started questioning Antonio Conte's ethics.
What never happened to me and will never happen is to be suspended for match fixing. That never happened to me and will never happen.
I think the press manipulated that more than Jose by the way they put it towards Conte. So I'm not sure Jose is using the press like that, but as soon as he got a response, I think it was very easy for him to just keep hammering that same line and just seeing what comes.
Well, Conte has had accusations made against him when he was at Juve about match fixing. None of these allegations were proved true. In fact, they were proved false. I think Mourinho knew exactly what he was doing. I think it has probably served its purpose. I think Mourinho probably got what he wanted out of that situation. Manchester
United have not been having the happiest time of late, and if it gets the press talking about something else, Jose's always done this in his career, where he has took away the attention of what's going on the pitch, which might be worth talking about occasionally, and he's put it onto something completely different.
Whether or not Conte has been affected by Mourinho really is the question in that whole bitter feud. I think that what angers him so much, and this has been from the start of the season, is that he doesn't have the squad that he wants. This kind of lack of support from the club's directors, from management on the transfer market, is basically allowed him and exposed him to the kind of criticism that he's been getting from the media, and allows the likes of Jose Mourinho to turn around and say, well, are you really that great? So he is thinking, not only am I lacking the support, but I've opened myself to this type of criticism that I don't think I deserve. I shouldn't be speaking to Jose Mourinho. I shouldn't be having this feud. I'm better than him. He's starting to crumble under the weight of his own expectations. He's so annoyed at being hard done by everyone and allowing the likes of Jose Mourinho to speak to him. And rather than just deal with the problem and really just get through it, clench your teeth and just get through it, his ego's gotten the better of him and he's wallowing.
I think this rivalry between Conte and Mourinho will go on and on. I think this is the first instalment of a long-running saga. I don't think either will back down. I hope that both are around for a long time. You know, a while ago it was looking like Conte was on his last legs, but they are both strong adversaries, so I think that this one could run and run.